What if the reason you're not succeeding isn't lack of talent, but the fact that you talk about your plans too much? Brandon didn't just dream big, he performed his dreams. I'm building something huge, be financially free in a year, learning skills that will change everything. He said it everywhere, at the gym, at cafes, even to strangers in line, and every time the same reaction: bro, that's insane. Going to make it. Respect. Those words hit him like fuel, but only for a moment. Because when the night came, when it was time to actually sit down and work, he felt nothing. No drive, no urgency, just a strange emptiness. So he'd scroll, delay, sleep, and the next day new plans, new speeches, same cycle. One evening, sitting on a quiet bench, Brandon stared at his phone, half typing a message about his next big move. "Another announcement?" a voice asked. He looked up. An old woman sat beside him. He hadn't noticed her before. Brandon said, "You're about to tell the world who you will become," she said calmly. Again, he scoffed. "And what's wrong with that?" She turned to him, eyes sharp. "You're stealing your own reward," he frowned. "Every time you speak your plans," she continued, "people give you approval. Your brain celebrates as if you've already done the work." Stayed quiet. "That is why," she said, "when it's time to act, there is no fire left." He felt exposed. "What do I do?" he asked. She leaned closer. "Say nothing. Build everything." Next morning, Brandon did something unusual. He kept quiet, no messages, no posts, no talking, just work. He picked one thing: learning a complex program, something people said was too hard and takes years. First, it was brutal: hours of confusion, errors, frustration, no one cheering, no one noticing. Many times he almost quit. But then he remembered her words: "If you keep showing the seed, it will never grow." He kept going, day after day, night after night, while others talked. Brandon disappeared. Months passed. His friends still talked. "Bro, I'm starting a business. I've got a huge idea. This year is mine." Just nodded, quiet, working, learning, building. Then one day everything changed. A message popped up on his screen: a job offer, remote, high paying. The kind of opportunity people only talked about. He stared at it. No announcement, no speech. He simply accepted. A few months later, Brandon pulled up to the same cafe where he used to talk the most, this time in a sleek, clean car no one had ever seen him in before. His friends looked up, confused. "Wait, Brandon." He stepped out, different posture, calm, focused, not louder, not flashy, just solid. "Bro, what is this?" one of them asked, pointing at the car. "When did this happen?" another said. "I thought you stopped chasing all that stuff." Brandon smiled slightly. He said, "I just stopped talking about it." They stared at him, speechless, because for the first time there was nothing to imagine anymore. It was real. Later that night, Brandon walked past the same park bench. The old woman was there again. She looked at him, then at the car in the distance. "You protected the seed," she said. Brandon nodded. "And now it grew." He smiled. "Most people want to be seen trying," she said. She paused. "But the ones who win disappear, build, and return with proof." Looked back one last time at everything he had built in silence, and he knew some dreams don't need attention, they need protection. If this story made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more stories like this, and tell me in the comments, have you ever talked too much about your plans instead of acting on them?